sad, but it should. A live broadcast has started. Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Like, no, seriously, we're on. Like this,
Yep, we're live.
we are live.
I probably should have given
We,
you a warning, but
you're a dick for that.
it's not like anybody's
I,
watching right now. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I can
you
edit
know,
this part out. I might not, but I could.
yeah, you said that so well for all the other things that you edited
Hey,
out.
I edited a lot of shit out. Okay,
Yeah, including all the good shit. Okay.
that's what nobody watches.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that
fine.
part was good. No, we can't show that.
In and out
That's
is
just
pretty
too
tempting.
controversial.
Oh, that's. I don't want that part of there.
All right, so it's been a while. It's been a while since we've actually done a legitimate show, or at
know.
least a mini show. So I think a plague of Head and Shoulders happened, and
It was an
it,
epidemic,
it was, yeah,
of Head and Shoulders. That's
like
what
the
happened.
CDC could not even respond quick enough for getting that under control.
It was pretty bad.
So what's new with you, Mr. Boo?
It's new with me.
Or should we do the start of the recap of everything with me?
Whatever.
Egotistical, so
I'll
whatever
put
you
in
want to
like
do.
this is what happened last time. Well, before any of that, we're officially starting the show. Welcome,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, to watching us make asses of ourselves for the fourth time.
You know,
Welcome to
contrary to popular,
Fullscreen Freakout.
yeah, contrary to popular belief, it does not get easier making an ass of yourself repeatedly, time after time. It's an art form. It's
It takes work.
I believe Wesley Snipes. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Wesley Snipes. Woody Allen. No, not Woody Allen.
Well, these
Oh,
are very
shit.
different people.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Holy shit! Did I just compare Woody Harrelson to Woody Allen? Holy crap! It must be late for me.
You know, 8 o'clock.
As Woody Harrelson in White Man Can't Jump said, it ain't easy. It is hard goddamn work making something this pretty look like a chump or a geek. And it's true. It's true.
It is true. It is true.
You can also apply it to making make an ass out of yourself online, which I hope we're doing at least well.
I think we were off to a good start when, as far as that's concerned.
As far as my hair is concerned.
So yeah, it's been definitely like over a month. What was it? 5 weeks or 6 weeks or something?
A good chunk of time.
Good chunk of time. I'm gonna
Good
look at the timestamps later and be like, oh yeah, it was only 3 weeks, whatever. But it's been 10 years. 10 years since our last show. Look at this. Is my hair is out of control. That's how much it's grown since then. It's starting to grow the wrong way.
Yeah, on your beard.
Omni found style.
Oh, fuck you. Hey, no, that is highly inappropriate, young man. Because to all of our 5 followers and 265 total views, they don't know that I already have style outside of the show. I dress down for this show, including my hair.
Well, you wouldn't be a proper D-bag if it was true.
Dude, 8 pop collars at all times.
Oh man. In a tropical area, no less. Only a true gentleman would even try that.
Oh, believe me, there are a lot of distinguished back alley gentlemen out here.
It's just it's for you and Barney Stinson. Suit up.
Suit up.
Okay,
Okay, yes. We're already going off on tangents. Welcome back to the show, everyone.
break number 1 is over. It's time to get to business. It's serious time. Serious.
SRS.
Serious, guys. It's seriously. So, Omni couldn't be with us for most of the show last time, and if whoever's watching, if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, our last show was Arcades and Endings, if you remember, and he had to jet for work. So at this point, we'd like to give him some extra time if he has any other words to say about Arcades and Endings that he did not get to, or if he'd like to repeat anything. I really don't care. He can say whatever he wants.
So assuming Oh, is it my turn? Or are you still not done yet?
Wait. Take the stage.
Thank you.
I got to point the right
Uh,
button. Take the stage.
uh, uh, assuming a couple of things. One, that you watched the show 5 weeks ago, or at any time in between.
Come on, you know we
And
have millions of fans that are just hidden watching on the same computer as us.
everyone goes to the whatever football stadium. They just like hook it up to the big screen.
It's like the small town bars where all they have is like college football.
Right, right. All right, so yeah, there's that. Assuming you watched the show 5 weeks ago or however long it was, and then assuming if you watched that show, you remembered exactly what I talked about. It's really hard because I only had a solid 5 minutes on the show. I talked briefly about the evolution of arcades and how they used to be like this big hangout spot for people of all ages. It wasn't necessarily like you had everyone there. You had preppies, you had jocks, you had kids who thought they were cool by smoking cigarettes and riding around on skateboards.
I don't think those
And
will
that
ever go away till we get our hoverboards.
oh man, soon. How long is it for Back in the Future to be due?
A few years still.
Yeah. Yeah, I will be, approaching my dirty 30, waiting for my damn hoverboard. Screw a car, I want a hoverboard.
The compact version, because as technology gets greater, everything always gets smaller.
Right.
Smaller.
But so yeah, the evolution of arcades, and there was this big lull between the late '80s and the early mid '90s where arcades just they weren't as profitable. Maybe it was due to the fact that operation costs were too high and new games weren't coming out, and the games that were out already didn't have enough staying power to keep people coming back to play them. But there was this good chunk where arcades were almost becoming extinct, and that was hurtful. Like a lot of mom and pop arcade machines closed down. And then you see this big resurgence of arcades, especially nowadays, since the youngest of the no, not exactly the youngest of the gaming generation, the early gaming generation. Uh, I guess the baby boomer version of gamers. I think that's pretty accurate. As we start to get older and we become of age to drink, then you see places like Dave and Buster's, where you have the elements of a restaurant or a bar incorporated with video games. And it's this neat little evolution of solely video games with maybe like a popcorn shack and some soda, to the desolate wastelands of no arcades at all, to mass marketed such as Dave and Buster's.
I'm still kind of sad that we didn't get to go that one night.
I'm incredibly sad that I could not fly out, but unfortunately we spent all of our money on the Cristal we drink.
Yeah, that's priority.
Priorities, man. It ain't easy being cheesy.
I spent all our money, all the budget of this show on the graphics you see.
Yeah. Actually, that's the reason why you see the graphics.
And the Chinese takeout.
We spent way too much on energy drinks and strippers. That's why we have an MS Paint background, or I guess a screen. It's you live and you learn.
9,000 hours.
Over 9,000 hours MS Paint. All right. Anyway, but back to the topic. So that was pretty much what I talked about in terms of arcades. In terms of endings, shit, I even forgot what I said 5 weeks ago.
5 minutes ago? Yeah.
5 minutes ago, too. I remember briefly touching on the ending of Final Fantasy X2. And that's a game that not a lot of people played. It wasn't very popular because it wasn't great. It definitely did not live up to the franchise name of Final Fantasy. I think I called it "Girls Playing Dress Up," the game.
Well, I liked the story and the ending. I didn't actually see the ending per se. I like the story, But the gameplay was really hard to get through, just because it was a really long story, but the gameplay, like, it got kind of old kind of quickly.
Right.
And
Right.
also for those who did play Final Fantasy, well, I don't know why you'd play playing 10-2 without playing 10, but I'm sure somebody out there's played it. But for those that did play 10 and then 10-2, it was kind of weird fighting all the enemies that were just like, in the first game this enemy was strong, but in this
And
game all everything's kind of jumbled up and they could be weak or strong. It's just kind of random, and I didn't
right.
really like that discontinuity, if that's a word. I'm gonna make it a word if it's not a word. Discontinuity. Look
or
it
lack
up.
of continuity. But yeah, so spoiler alert, because we are talking about endings. If, just like I said in the last show, if you were to manage to get 100% completion on the game, or if you're a dirty no good cheater, just YouTube it, you get to see the perfect ending, which was, Titus is back and he's reunited with Yuna, and they have, like, kissy face time and
They
everything's all
have
great.
happy
And
Dream Boy time.
yeah, in the world of Spira. So definitely, endings like that, especially since they're good or they bring things full circle to so that everything makes sense, I think makes a game playable, even if the gameplay itself is discouraging or dry. It's still telling a story, so it's, unless you want to, like, not ever know what happens at the end of a book, is kind of what I'm going at here. Then you owe it to yourself to fight through it and see the rest of the story.
I'm mentioning that though, that does bring up a decent point that at least I have a problem with sometimes when
Mm,
I'm playing a game, and you get that kind of sense that the ending is near, but it was really fun up until that point when you realize, oh, this is going to be a really short game. So
hmm
sometimes that discourages me from continuing. Like one of the games that I think I mentioned either on the show or to you at some point, Unepic
hmm
was a game I had started playing that it has really really hilarious what is it quotes from other movies, a lot of, well, not really cameos, but a lot of references to movies and all this other kind of stuff. That's kind of vague, well, semi vague. Golden
Uh-huh.
Child, I guess, was kind of a hit movie back in the day, but a lot of people probably wouldn't have heard of it now. But there was
That's
references
so
to that.
sad.
There was references to a lot of good stuff, and it was just a hilarious, hilarious game. But
Mm.
I had only played it for a certain amount of time, and I started realizing that, oh God, the end is really close. And I haven't finished it because I know the ending is right there, and I don't want it to end.
hmm
Just like one of those kind of books where it's just like, oh, this is so good, but I'm getting to the ending. I don't feel like reading it anymore. I don't feel like reading it tonight. Maybe next week.
See, and, like, I still have problems with that too, actually, because when we played World of Warcraft, like, religiously back in the day, and they had their first WoW arena, like, regionals, like qualifying for arena PvP regionals. Me and the other distinguished back alley gentleman, we had the required rating to. I'm not sure if I told the story on here before, but even if not, you guys get to hear it again and again and again and again.
Well,
But we
somebody may
had,
correct me, but this sounds new to me.
okay, all right, all right. So we had the required rating, and we were about 10 games shy of the total, the minimum required games to qualify for it. And I still actually regret that, because everyone's like, we would make regionals. Ah, F it. We live in
Yeah.
California. Driving down to LA is not that hard. Well, we lived in California at the time. Well, I did. And I still kick myself in the butt because we actually had, like, the research and the skill and the teamwork continuity that you needed to, like, coordinate CC chains and, switching target priorities and stuff like that. We had it. Like, we probably wouldn't have won regionals, but people would, definitely know who we are. And I kind of regret that, because, like, even though I would not have made a career out of playing World of Warcraft, but I, you know, could actually say I legitimately did something in that game for as long as we played it.
Sometimes it's nice to have an accomplishment like that.
Lazy D bags every time.
Those damn D-bags.
That's why I love her name so much, dude.
Because it works in all situations.
Works in all situations, indeed. No, so I think that pretty much wraps up what I had to say from the last episode. What's this episode about? Is this because we know what it is? I think our viewers at home and across the interwebs should know what our episode is.
Well, as it shows on my Twitch account for all 0 of you that are watching it right now, this is a mini cast, so there isn't really a main topic theme that we were going on like we did last time. This is just kind of catching up on what kind of games we've been playing and any kind of news that's kind of exciting to us.
Okay.
So to start us off, since I already mentioned it, Unepic, awesome video game. Recently, Steam has started something called their Greenlight system, where they have a bunch of games that are either in production or already completed, but they haven't decided whether or not they want to put it on Steam, or maybe they decided not to before, but are giving it another chance, or maybe they're nominated somehow. But you can go on this Greenlight system and you can find those games, and you can click like or upvote it basically, so that once it gets past a certain percentage, Steam says, okay, well, enough people said that they'd want to buy it, so we're going to put it on sale. And Unepic is one of those games. Unepic, and another one that I'm kind of looking forward to, though I'm not sure how well I'm going to do, or it has a lot of potential, so I'm just going to say it. Yog Ventures. Yog Ventures is on Greenlight right now. Currently, I think in beta, or maybe still alpha, but
so Yog Ventures there's no relation to the Yogs cast on that, right?
There is in fact a relation to the Yogs cast.
The
Yogs cast is, I can't quite remember who they're teaming up with, which makes me feel kind of sad that I'm even mentioning it. I'm like, yeah, look at all this. This is awesome. I'm gonna look this up really quick. If you have anything to say, go for it.
Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to throw you into a
I got it.
kind of like that. Oh, you got it already? So, quick, Johnny, play me out. I got them. So go for it. So
Yogs cast is in cahoots with Winter Cool Games, and they are making Yog Ventures, which it's relatively easily comparable to Minecraft, even though the idea behind it is a little different. It's still kind of sandboxy, but the idea behind the sandbox part is that you can make your own adventures with a lot of scripting to it, a lot of special effects.
So kind of like Little Big Planet meets Minecraft.
I would say more like RPG makers.
Okay.
So you can add dialogue. There's special species in there that you can make do certain things and have things like that. Like if anybody's ever played with Warcraft 3's map making engine, like how they used to make tower defenses and all this stuff with this.
Right.
At this certain point, these people come through, or if you finish this particular quest or whatever, then this event happens. Something kind of like that, only in like a semi-simplistic 3D view. A little bit. It's not blocky like Minecraft. It definitely has a little sleeker view to it. But the idea is that you make your adventure and you post it up, and then other people can download your adventure and play it, or you could just play their adventure. And it seems pretty cool to me. I'm very curious to see what for one Yog Venture games they're gonna, or not games, but adventures they're gonna come up with themselves, and then what other people are gonna come up with. Because even in Minecraft, they come up with a lot of adventures that people can go through that I thought were pretty cool.
Okay.
So I thought it deemed mentioning that it's on Greenlight now, and the Greenlight system in general.
No, like those guys are like, I'm not a big Minecraft guy, but like sometimes I'll watch the Yogscast because they're always so happy.
Oh yeah.
They're always so happy.
Even when they're cursing at each other.
Right. Like they have a huge following, and and that's usually because they're entertaining. Like even when you get someone like me who has no interest whatsoever in Minecraft,
Well, I think they
watching their
started.
videos.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about this, but they started with Warcraft or World of Warcraft, and
Yeah, I believe they did too.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to
Well,
interrupt you.
that was bad. That was bad.
That was it. Okay.
You may go.
Well, but but yeah, like I was saying, I don't have any interest at all in Minecraft, but I'll watch it because they just do goofy shit, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, they're actually the reason that I bought Minecraft. It's because I was watching them go on their little adventure map. Well, their unique adventure map. That at the time I was thinking,
Mm.
does Minecraft have bots in it? Does it have AI in it that has this dialogue and script? I gotta find out. So I bought it and I played around with it and I downloaded like the maps that I saw them playing. Like Survival Island was where I started with them, and then I backtracked to the beginning.
Hmm.
And I played it, and I was like, okay, I've gotten basically to the point where they're at when their giant airship popped in, and then the new people came in and started saying, well, "There's a new adventure." It's like, okay, is that gonna happen for me? So,
No.
no, no, those were other actors that were doing that.
Right, right.
Minecraft actors. Still entertaining as hell watching them, and still actually I had a lot of fun playing that game just as a sandboxy. Like I didn't make anything spectacular, but just like mining and getting the stuff and getting the diamond stuff and killing things. It was fun for me.
Okay.
Terrifying. I don't know how they made something so boxy and pixelated terrifying, but they did it. You're in this like cavern, you're mining out, and it's all dark. You run out of torches. You put a torch down, and bam, something's right in front of you. Scared the shit out of me all the time. Like that was Battlefield 3 adrenaline rush
Oh
every
goodness.
single 5 seconds.
Goodness.
That's what I have to say about that. I haven't played in a
Okay.
while though.
It happens. I haven't
Happens,
played
happens.
Minecraft at all, so don't feel bad.
Oh well. It's better.
I think I played all of 5 minutes. I punched a pig to death and just alt F4'd. I'm like that. That's my
That's all
fun.
you need to do is just punch a pig. That
Like I
is
picked some sort of rock or whatever. I think it was a piece of wood or whatever. I like punched at the pig, and the pig jumped and turned into pork chops. That,
life is but a dream, my friend.
and that's all I did.
I started playing a little bit again because Brian had gotten it. He got really interested in the Yogscast as well and decided to get Minecraft. And he was all excited about survival type maps. And it's like, let's do this together. But, you know, his head and shoulders problem started acting up majorly again. And it really only happened for 5 seconds and he had to go. And
Mm.
he's never been able to do it again.
Kind
That
of
head and
like
shoulders, man.
I
That's some powerful shit.
was gonna say like us in Borderlands.
Yeah, okay. I guess that deems talking about. I mean, well, for one, they never like I suspected. They uh, Gearbox hasn't gotten back to me anyways about allowing me to put it on YouTube. I could probably get away with putting it on YouTube for a little bit, but
Well, I mean, like all of our viewers will if they take our videos down, will just go up and uproar, make uproar, and they'll have no choice but to listen to our fans, all 28 million of.
you know. No, they do it all sneaky like nowadays. If I put it up
Oh,
and there's gameplay in it, they'll review it first, and then they'll just either take it off of my list completely or, you know, just not let me do anything with it. So even if I put it up, there's no guarantee that anybody could see it.
just put it up anyway. I mean, what isn't like Borderlands 2 on its way out now? So we should actually beat the game.
Yeah, but I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube itself and not be allowed to upload anything anymore.
You make another frickin' account. Stop being such a wuss.
No.
Like, oh, they banned my free account. Hope I can't make another YouTube account and do it again. See? Stop being a wuss.
I'll be a wuss all I want. You can't stop me.
Oh, you man up now when it's defending you being a wuss. I hate you, Mike. I mean, I'm Mr. Boo. I hate you. And that rhymes. It's also, I'm kind of tired.
Is it only like 9 o'clock over there?
Dude, man, you have no idea what I've been through. All right, I've been pulled one way, pulled another.
On the phone
Tired.
for hours, man. That
Hey,
takes it out of you.
you don't mess with you don't mess with that. No, that's not what pulls me. That's actually the highlight of my day.
Well,
Actually,
did you ever get that second job, or are you with Safeway now and
no,
they're still working
yeah,
you to the bone?
yeah, Safeway all the way here. Yeah, and they're just working me to the bone. They sure want to work a motherfucker. All right, so so yeah, they sure do work me, but they don't want to pay me. But that's okay, cause I got these big shoulder things. No, but staying
Nice
on
slick
phone.
wet back. To keep you cool.
You can hold a lot of rice on it. For our probably total of one viewer and our 2 subscriptions, that's not me and Mr. Boo here. Um, Me and
Oh,
Mr. Boo are both half Mexican, half Asian,
and racist as
um,
hell.
and all sorts of racist. So
It's
yes,
self it's
I
self hate
I have
though,
a
so it's
very
more.
very moist lumbar region that can carry a whole bunch of rice,
It's more
and
the thoracic region that gets the sweat from the beginning. Well, the lumbar region gets it.
I think people will just get it as the back. If you
The
didn't get it, if
back
you were just late
region.
to the party, I have a wet back, but it's only half. Half is wet. Only half of my back is wet, and the other part carries rice. And for Mr. Boo, the opposite half of his back is wet, and the other part carries the rice.
So if we walk
So
side by side while we're going up that hill and the rice is on the same side touching each other, by the time we get
hmm.
to the top of the hill, it's steamed rice.
Full
And
screen
we can have our
freakout.
lunch.
Bad joke edition. Welcome viewers. Yes, you steam the rice if Uh,
Whatever.
anyway, can we move on from being, self racist?
Self-racist.
I feel like I'm starting to hate myself.
That's what it's all about.
Indeed, racism is definitely not about love. That's for sure.
It's okay. I
Um,
already forgot what topic we were talking about before.
we were talking about uploading things to YouTube and
Yes,
never
yes.
finishing
Never
Borderlands and
finishing
Borderlands
Borderlands.
2 on its way out.
We only really did 1 to 2 recordings of Borderlands.
Well, it's because
We technically, we got 4 days. We still have time to finish the game. It doesn't take that long, but it's not likely ever to reach YouTube. I'm gonna try to start with I think I mentioned this at one point. I'm gonna start with indie games. I haven't reached out yet just because I haven't really nobody's really had time to do it.
video game hipster. Swear.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Look at his
mainstream
hair.
games?
Yeah.
Or
Mainstream games have bigger lawyers.
good. That's a legitimate answer. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna really come after us for the entire percentage of a cent that we make from us looking at our own episodes online.
You know, I think there's like a certain threshold before that even starts, so we haven't made shit yet.
It's comforting.
See, it's
So we should keep spending money on Cristal and strippers, right? That's how we do it. Excuse
the
me.
petty cash meant
Petty
for
cash. Ten,
very important reasons, not so petty.
$10 million in petty cash that we have, and we've blown 8 mil on strippers and Cristal. I think we got to cut back on the Cristal.
Yeah, because I'm not even remembering anything that's happening.
That's see.
So so let's shift a little. What have you been playing lately? Have you had any time to play anything?
I have been getting in, grinding some Diablo 3,
Oh, I still
where I
gotta
can.
I still gotta do that. My uncle was talking about it. He plays. My uncle was talking about it at
Your
my
uncle
family
plays
picnic.
D3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot, dude. That is. That's appreciative.
And he totally reminded me about like the new Paragon, well, relatively new Paragon levels that I completely forgot about, and I gotta build up for that. That is the sound of research.
Sorry. You know, that's the funny thing is, because I have a mechanical keyboard, you can tell when I'm not paying attention.
Well, just the fact that you go is I know that you're not paying attention.
Clack, clack, clack. Oh yeah, sure, I agree. Yeah, what?
Oh, yeah,
huh?
yeah. You just need the mouth to drop open.
No, I can't do it.
No, that was like drunk gigolo look. You gotta.
Oh, are you talking like real gamer face? All right, here we go. Right, like mouth slightly open.
Bathroom.
Looks like a crack of jewel can come out at any moment.
What you need is like a camel pack with Mountain Dew in it.
No, no, I don't. Like camel pack with bourbon and Coke.
Oh, I just reminded myself of Captain Bill.
Captain Bill.
When he was doing the stroke victim.
You can't say shit like that, dude. Like, I know we get like 3 viewers and we're doing this for funzos, but no one knows about Captain Bill and our EMT adventures. Like
that we seem to mention every time, anyways.
Because
never mind. I'm just gonna get past that. That's my bad.
It's all good.
To any actual stroke victims, I apologize. It isn't really a funny thing, but what he did was really funny. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, so grinding it out.
Yeah, where I can, because in Diablo 3 they have Paragon levels, and basically once you hit the level cap, you will continue to gain levels, but not in terms of like level cap 60 won't hit 61. You'll hit 1 in terms of Paragon levels, and that each level brings with it stat raises and bonuses to magic and gold find, which are essentially key to farming. There are 100 total Paragon levels, so at the end of it all, obviously, you'll have 300% magic find, 300% gold find, which is the cap you can have before Nephilim Valor. But that's another thing. Just know it's a lot of killing dudes, it's a lot of farming, and 1 to 100, it's not exactly easy. I think I've done okay. I'm super casual land right now because I've obviously had to devote my time elsewhere. I'm only Paragon level 11. Meanwhile, my friend Matt, who has not as much to do as I do, he's
a little free time.
Yeah, he's at Paragon level 45, and there's also a good number of people at level 100 now, and there's obviously the first guy who hit level 100, I believe, was like last week. So good things on the way for D3 for those who play or for those who love listening to talk about it. They're going to be releasing harder versions of the bosses. It's going to be a quest you complete, and it'll unlock harder bosses that drop better loot. And they're implementing the same add player.
Oh yeah, I read about that
thing from D2, where you can type in the number of players you want the game to think is there, even if there aren't that many physical players in the game.
So they're gonna have like a pandemonium Uber type of thing going on.
Yes. The only thing is, if you remember in D2, Uber Trist, you had to farm each individual run.
Crap ton of stuff.
Yeah, you had to kill. Well, it wasn't a crap ton of stuff.
Well, it wasn't exactly an easy drop though.
Right. Well, no, it was guaranteed. It was Bale's Horn. Oh no, Bale's Eye, Diablo's Horn, and
no, you had to get the keys. The keys were the pain in the butt to get.
Oh, true, but you could just item dupe those. You know what? Never mind. We're getting into the
say no to dupe.
Yeah, kids. Say no to dupe. Dupe is bad. But yeah, so. So yeah, I don't think you'll have to farm for each individual run. I think it will just be a one-time thing, like the Staff of Herding.
Oh yeah.
And the number of players mechanism that you can type in the amount of players that you want the game to think. Will raise the difficulty and will allow you to farm higher amounts of experience when you're playing solo, assuming you don't have any friends like I do and just play the game by myself because Mr. Boo doesn't play anymore.
I'll play again. Except like other games are coming out. I don't know when I'm gonna play again. Did they mention? I didn't see it. Did they mention what kind of cap they're gonna put on that? Like how many players you can technically? I mean, normally you can only have 4 players to begin with, but do you think they'll go beyond that?
It's still in development, but they're talking about adding more players to the game, like going up to 6. I don't think they'll go up to 8 because, to be honest, I don't think they have it in them.
Because somebody's computer somewhere would melt a little bit.
Someone's gonna have an exploded computer and blame Blizzard. So yeah,
Tragic.
There's that. I've been playing a good amount of League of Legends when I can. Once again.
How's that the tourney going?
The tournament prep practically non-existent because I haven't been able to get on and play as much as you need to play to get ready for a tournament. The thing about being a professional gamer or a semi-professional gamer is like you still need to dedicate at least 6 hours, I'd want to say, to practicing in a team. If it's a team game, in a team setting against other teams, be it LAN or be it on ladder. And unfortunately, being in a different time zone as everyone else, it's kind of hard to put together a nice solid chunk of we are practicing time.
Are you saying like 6 hours a week?
No. No, like 6 hours a day.
Ooh, that's a full-time job.
Yeah.
Almost. Semi.
Well, if you think about it, like League of Legends games can go pretty long. You're basically forced to play at least a 20-minute game. If you get stomped or you're stomping, it's about 20 minutes. It can go on toward 45 an hour. So if you think about it, at the longest, generally speaking, it's going to be 6 games. The thing about it is you have to get to know what your team comp is trying to do. You have to be aware of other teams' potential team comps. Like what are they trying to do? Picks and bans. There's a whole bunch of strategy before you even get to like kill a mob, or before you even get to actually attempt to kill another person in the game. There's all this prep work that needs to be done, and unfortunately we just don't have the time to dedicate to that, like as much as I'd like to. But things happen. I still would love to go to it's the event out here is called Hex. They'll have a League of Legends tournament out here. I want the other distinguished back alley gentlemen to come out and at the very least come hang out with their boy, maybe have some fun, get salty, normal stuff really.
Are they all are they all kind of scattered, these distinguished gentlemen?
No, the distinguished back alley gentlemen, home turf is what we like to call the Matrodome, named after Matt Chanson, DbagChan Jones. I don't know what he wants to be referred to as. We just call him Matt or Matt Jones. They all yeah. He does like to touch little boys.
Not Jackson, not Michael. Or not Jordan. Not Jordan.
Yeah, not Jordan. But yeah, so they all basically stay at his house, or they 3 of them live in the house. They actually pay rent, and the other one, Jacob, who's our jungler, he lives literally down the street, like around the corner. Like I was always the odd man out because I'd have to come from Vallejo, which is about 20-25 minutes away via driving, and I'd stay there for like a week at a time and play a whole bunch of video games. And but yeah, that's how it was. Obviously can't really duplicate that now. I'm a little bit further away than 21 minutes drive time, but they're all there. They're all there and having fun without me.
Without you.
Tier. So, yeah, tier. So it's kind of hard to, with everyone else's work schedule. Ray, he's working. He has a girlfriend. He has to devote time. We just don't have the team continuity necessary to pull out a big win like a League of Legends tournament.
The big W.
The big dub. I'll tell you right now, if we ever get on and get a big dub, we're gonna explode just because of our name. Just because of Distinguished Back Alley Gentlemen, the acronym.
Well, when does the tournament start? Is there like a, is there any like a Twitch account or something that anybody could watch while you guys are playing?
I don't believe Hex will broadcast their League of Legends tournament. But it's going to be October 19th to the 21st, obviously this year. If you guys are in the area, come on out because Nobuo Uematsu is going to be here with the Black Mages, rocking it out. Super excited for that.
That sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, I got to actually get a little bit more muscular so I can go as Waka. I haven't played in a very long time, but I think I can pull it out. This thing's coming in pretty well.
Been on the island too long, bro.
Oh, hey, brother. Anyway, let's not get into that. Just, it's gonna be awesome. And like I said, they will have a League of Legends tournament there. I don't think they're gonna broadcast it. They might, and if they are, I'm sure I'll know before we go, and I'll send a link. But I don't think we'll be competing in it. Unless I find a team out here. I haven't really scoped around for... I don't really want to reform the Distinguished Back Alley Gentlemen, just because I'm hella salty that I can't play with my friends.
Are they disbanded? Do you guys not consider yourselves...
No, we are more than a team. We are a family, sir.
Wait, so would you rather practice while you're in the same room, or what's going on with
No, I'd rather practice, period.
So
but
it's not about finding people you can play with locally, it's about just being able to play.
That's right. I want no other jungler than Jan Sports. I want no other AD carry other than Chanson. And Ray can go wherever he wants. Late Heals can go wherever he wants. I want those guys. Those guys I know. Those guys I trust. Those guys I already play with. Those guys I won't feel bad about getting mad over, or if they get mad at me, because we'll just brush it off.
Well, here at Utterly Studios, we all wish you luck.
Oh, thank you. Hurry up and get on so I can
this studio
fly them all out here on your 10,000 credit limit visa.
On my super visa.
Yeah.
My super
so,
visa.
So in terms of games, yeah, unfortunately not that many, just the same old, same old. I've been looking into the Heart of the Swarm beta is now out for StarCraft 2. Been looking at a bunch of games that are being played by professionals right now. Might relight the Kindle under my butt for playing StarCraft 2, and at least streaming it again. Come to think of it, I haven't streamed in a while, but it's kind of hard. But I should kind of beat that in my head and start streaming games, because even if I'm not very good, I hope I'm at least entertaining and or funny.
One can only hope.
One can only hope.
When you're streaming that, is it streaming just like matches that you're playing online?
Yes. When I stream on my channel,
Ranked matches.
Some of them are. Some of them are ranked. Some of them are just funzos, or me trying to learn a character, or me responding to fans trying to, hey, play Warwick. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, play Warwick, or play another character, stuff like that. So it's more along the lines of having the discipline to come home after a long day's work, boot up the computer, and not just fart around on Facebook and then go to sleep.
Yeah, that's easy to do there.
And it's also hard to boot up your double click the screen capture and broadcasting software.
Sometimes it's all you can do just to click once.
Yeah. Right.
I understand.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, that's about it in terms of the gaming update for me. And hopefully when we get ourselves a nice good chunk of time, I would have more gaming done and we could talk about it more.
Okay, well, we We can hope. And the next time it
We
happens will be show number 3. In half a
2.75
year.
Fullscreen Freakout, the solo edition. We just it's so awful. It's just kind of
It's
unfortunate. Like
beautiful.
we give everyone a lot of stuff or a lot of shit. Like we joke around, but it's really hard to match up schedules.
Oh yeah, especially everybody on different time zones. It makes it kind of
Yeah.
difficult. Everybody working at different times. Like I'm naturally I work at night. It makes
Mhm.
it a little bit tough to match up with other people that work in the morning or work at a different time zone.
Right. So, for you guys, we try. We try, all three of you, and we hope that number continues to grow.
We're hoping for 3.5 by the end of the week. I don't know how
Matt,
that's gonna. Just watch with one eye. That's all I ask. You can listen, kind of. I don't care. Just watch us. We'll be very enigmatic.
oh hell, you don't even have to listen to us. Just click play and walk away. Just give us a pity view. Watch our stupid little commercial about Windows Internet Explorer 9 or whatever the hell they play.
I don't even. I
Just
don't
walk
even
away.
know. I don't even know. But lately, I've been playing semi-shamefully. Okay, no shame really. I've just been playing like a nut. Battlefield 3. I got back into that with a cousin of
Oh,
mine. Like they keep, as far as I understand, they have I think 2 or 3 more. Well, there's probably 2 more DLCs coming out
okay.
at set intervals. I think the next one's in December, and then the last one's going to be March. But they just came out with Armored Kill. Oh
What's
well,
that?
actually, technically, Armored Kill they haven't. They've only released to the premium members. I'm a premium member. I got
Ah,
suckered into that. Before that was Close Quarters, and before that, far before that, Back to Karkin that came out
so
last year.
not only are you a gaming hipster, you're a gaming snob.
Snob. Well, it's more
Sorry.
that I wanted the new. I wanted to get that content as quick as I could because I'm
Mhm.
just. I don't know
Mhm.
if I'm a snob so much as just greedy. That was greedy. It was a greedy move. But
It's all
yeah,
right.
been playing some Armored Kill. I think it releases for everybody else in a few days. I'm
Huh?
pretty sure. Or is it a few days? So it came out.
Now,
It came out for us on the 11th. So the
now
18th. 18th is when it's gonna come out for everybody else.
I've always been confused for a DLC for Battlefield 3. Do you have to pay for it?
Yes. Yes.
Like no matter what? No matter you can't get it free somehow, some way.
Well, I'm sure there's ways to get it free. I think when Battlefield 3 first came out, the
Mm.
if you got like the deluxe edition or something, it came with all this kind of stuff, and then it came with a free the first DLC for relative free. It'd be a little bit cheaper getting the digital deluxe rather than like waiting and buying for it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, okay.
I think it was worth it. Armored Kill is raging right now with all the premium members. So if you look for a premium server, which that's kind of one of the things I don't like about Battlefield 3 is that there's a bunch of servers, sure, but if you want a specific server, if you want a specific type of thing, you have to rent your own server, and it's like $1 a day basically,
Yeah.
which is kind of expensive if you're just keeping it up all the time, like a lot of people are.
Well, that's why usually they're usually funded by gaming clans and I guess internet entrepreneurs that have some sort of profit sharing or ad revenue source that allows the upkeep of a server to happen.
I'd say I'd probably think it's worth it. I'd do it if I knew like 30 people that wanted to play.
Well,
I'd probably make it a private server if I did it though, just to have to
nah,
shits and giggles.
heck no. You got to maximize that profit, son. Can't.
Right. Just because people are playing doesn't mean that they're gonna be paying you for it. Although I have seen like certain servers will give you priority for what are you doing? Give you
What
priority.
what are you doing?
There's a rabbit that's very upset that I'm in his chair.
Okay, actually, you know what? I call bullcrap. You need to show everyone because maybe money will get us viewers.
He was peeking around a little bit here a second ago, but he just jumped down in derision. He's not coming back out for a while. But anyways, so some of the
Just a
servers will give you the chance of paying like a couple bucks or a few bucks, and that will give you priority on that server, which
okay.
is, I think, an interesting idea, but a little frustrating for us that don't pay for it because it will kick somebody off of the server. So that,
Sorry, someone is burning a large amount of weed.
oh,
It is startling. Whew.
you need to close a window.
I
Is
can't.
that inside the building?
No, the thing is about my apartment is my window is actually a wall, and it's made of slotted windows. So there's actually no closing my window.
So you might get a little hungry in the middle of the show.
Jesus, dude, it's giving me a little bit of a headache, actually, man. I've been exposed to a lot of weed smoke in my time. I don't smoke weed personally, but it's been a long time since I smelled something that potent.
Reminds me of that time I lived in Berkeley.
Berkeley, at least well, it smells like weed and hippie butt. Hate Berkeley. Berkeley sucks. The only good,
We
the
at
best.
Utterly Studios do not necessarily follow the views.
No, F that. My name is Ryan Omni DbagOmni of the Distinguished Back Alley Gentlemen, and
And he does not
Berkeley,
endorse
California.
Berkeley.
Berkeley, California sucks ass.
It definitely can smell a lot. That's true.
The only redeeming factor about Berkeley, California is when you get off of BART, which is the transit system, and there's a guy with the sign that says, "Fuck you, pay me." And then you get into a shouting match with a guy, because you get off BART and come up the escalator, and he's like, "Fuck you, pay me." And you're like, "Fuck you." He's like, "No, fuck you, pay me." And people, for some reason, throw change at him, which
Bastard.
it works. That's the best thing about Berkeley.
Get your frustration out at the same time. No, the thing I loved about Berkeley when I lived there was ordering sushi at 2 in the morning and having it delivered to me. That's what I really loved about Berkeley.
And I never got to experience that. And I always like to think that the nations that we went to after
Oh God.
our escapades was not part of Berkeley either.
No, that
Even
was
though
actually, I think that was El Cerrito technically. Or not,
it's-
maybe Albany. No, it was El Cerrito. It's El Cerrito.
okay.
It's the current.
But yeah, so I hate Berkeley.
Take a moment for hatred.
Yeah, just
But so
try not to be so hateful nowadays.
But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 3. I got I mentioned I was really excited about Darksiders 2. And I have been playing a lot of... Oh, I haven't been playing a lot of it. I played a good amount of it, maybe a quarter of it. And then Battlefield 3 took over again. I'm going to get back to... That's kind of what I do with games like that. I play a lot of it, and then I get really excited about it, and then I get distracted, and then I come back to it later, and I finish strong.
Is that why your Steam account looks so bad? You have all these games you spent no time played on them.
Some games I just need to own. I don't know what it is. Like Doom. I'm never going to play Doom again. Why did I get it? Because I want to own it. But there are a lot of games that are coming out on Steam that I'm pretty excited about. Or some
Good.
games that already came out, like what was it called? I think it was called To the Moon, which is a sprite based same kind of graphics ish as Chrono Trigger. It's kind of an indie RPG that I think it's modern. I'm fairly sure it's modern day, and like the title suggests, it's semi about space travel. It kind of looked like at first it looked like it was going to be some kind of like adventure game, just adventure and dialogue and choices, but with the kind of movement system of an old SquareSoft game. But
Okay.
looking at the screenshots, there's actually a battle system to it too. I haven't played it yet. I did buy it. I haven't played it yet, but I am kind of excited to start.
Okay.
There's something about games like that with that kind of. It may be just nostalgia, but something about it just makes me really want to play it and really enjoy the story about it. The old Final Fantasies and old Secret of Mana and all that other kind of stuff.
Actually, I have to do a dirty
Seiken
plug
Densetsu.
right quick. Actually,
Dirty plug.
a dirty plug because it's currently
Better
donation
alcohol, so we get
project.
that first.
Shut up. what you call see if I can pull it up right quick.
Right, quick
It's
lag.
it. I made mention of it a couple shows ago, but they're going to it's a Kickstarter project, and they're going to revamp. Obsidian Studios is going to revamp Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
Somebody was asking me recently if I was gonna get that.
And it's called Project Eternity.
It's an awesome
And
name.
yes, because I believe Baldur's Gate 2 should be eternal. It's a game that everyone should play. Like old, new, older and newer. It's just a solid, fun game. Yep. Yeah, and that's my dirty plug. Go ahead and
Well, it's
continue.
not. It'd only be dirty if they were paying you to do it.
It's a dirty plug because I'm soiling myself by doing it for free. Actually,
Oh, I see. I see.
yeah.
It's
So there you go.
dirtying your greed soul. It's making it a little
Oh, and
shinier.
you have to get that money. Why do you think I play D3? I don't play D3 because it's fun. I play D3 because people buy items. That's why. I I play League of Legends because it's fun, and I want
Hawaiian
people.
gold farmer. You're gonna start a new thing.
I'm halfway to trying to. I don't know. I got nothing. I actually.
I'll be flying over you at the end of next month.
Oh yeah, I thought you went to China already.
No, not yet. It's we leave October 21st.
Ah, I
Then
see. I
we get
see.
back November 6th.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's time spent. So
Oh,
what else have I been playing? I've been playing a beta that I'm technically not allowed to say that I've been playing.
okay. So then
Had me,
you have
but I've been having a lot of fun with this beta. It's a lot of it's some good
tell
fun.
us about it.
It's pretty solid. The graphics are actually pretty polished. Everything's pretty polished. I guess there's a couple of bugs here and there, and there's some content that they're probably going to add later, which is why it's still technically beta. But it seems like a pretty solid game, and I'm going to be happy to mention about it as soon as it's out officially, even though they said that I'm technically never allowed to talk about it. That's me getting around that because I just had to throw it out there.
So I had this meal, and it tasted like something. It reminded me of this, and it was really good. It looked really good. I mean, there were a couple mess ups on the plating, but it really reminded me of this other thing I ate. I hate
That's
you.
right. That's right.
I hate you for that.
Don't worry. I can tell you off the air what it's gonna be or what it
No,
is.
no, I want to find out when our viewers find out, so I
Okay.
can make fun of you more.
Okay. Okay.
No, but
Well,
seriously, Tony, show some.
so you can sleep at night.
Yeah,
What could it be? What could it be?
Fallout 8.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here.
And no, all the DLC for Fallout 3, I feel like Fallout 8 is about accurate.
Well, then there's Vegas and then that DLC. You're probably right.
Oh,
But a couple of well, I think that's it for the games I've been playing lately. I'll mention something if I think about it later in the show.
okay.
But a couple of comebacks to what I mentioned before in previous episodes. Uh,
Mm,
Babel Rising, Tower Wars, and Fire. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember if I mentioned Firefall. I'll mention it at the end. But
okay.
I said I was pretty excited about Babel Rising, which was this game where you're basically God and or some kind of deity, and you can choose like certain elements. And basically, these people and priests and crap are building this, the Tower of Babel or the Tower of whatever, depending on what
Right,
kind of
right.
region you're in. And you just basically destroy the crap out of them so that they can't do it. But upon further seeing it and seeing it reviewed,
Hmm.
it's very very repetitive. Gets the type of gameplay gets old really quick. Um, there's only so many combinations of elements you can use. It's just it's one of those like it could have been so much more, but it kind of disappointed me. It seems like a good time waster for like a like an iPad or something. I think is what it originally came out for.
Hmm.
So it decent for that as long as it has kind of a mini price tag to it. But for an actual PC game, it's I'm not gonna buy it.
I see.
Tower Wars I did buy because it did seem like a really exciting premise.
Hmm.
which is basically, it's a tower defense, but at the same time, you're sending creeps out to the other tower. So it's like
Right.
1v1, or I think it might even be multiple versus
Yeah,
multiple.
we touched on this. It's kind of like Legion TD.
Yeah, kind of.
Um, yeah.
The only thing about it is that there's no actual campaign for any solo play.
Okay.
So there's like the tutorial levels, and there may or may not be a practice mode. I don't quite remember, but there's no actual campaign to it, which made me kind of sad because sometimes I like to play through campaigns through games like that, just because sometimes it's really hard to find somebody that you know to play with. And as I've mentioned before, I hate playing with people I don't know. Except
I see.
even Battlefield 3, like I have to play. Obviously, I have to play with other people that I don't know, but some of them can be big douchebags. Anyways, that's
What the fuck, bro? Why you team kill? What? Why'd you hop in that freaking tank that you saw me put C4 on? Why did you do that?
No, the latest one was I was flying a Little Bird, which is one of the smaller helicopters that has a chain gun to main gun, and there's a second seat to sit in, but it's like just a passenger seat. You don't have any gun or control or anything. And I get in it, and I'm solo, and I'm taking out this tank, and then like 10 people are shooting me at once, and the percentage of the Little Bird gets down to like 5, and I'm bailing. I'm jumping out. And then I noticed sparks coming out of the Little Bird because somebody had joined last second and was starting to repair it. And he's like, "Way to bail on me, fuckface." It's like, I didn't even know you were there. It's like, man, take it easy.
They're so easy to have miscommunications in gaming. It's so great. It's like League of Legends. What the fuck, man? Why'd you kill steal? Like, we make this joke all the time. Why'd you KS? KS means kill steal, but we say kill secured. The thing about it is, like, it doesn't matter. Like, sure, it'd be nice for the carries to get the kill, but sometimes it just happens. Unless you can obviously see that this guy is just waiting for that last hit on that other guy, on the other champion, so that he can get the money. Yeah, that's kill stealing. But
But if he's
just
supporting all the way, and that last like minute rock that you throw kills the guy,
right.
I'm gonna say it's not his fault.
Right, like, it happens. All right, stop being such whiny babbies about stuff and just fucking put your big boy pants on, work through it.
See, that's what the gaming community, most of the multiplayer gaming community is. It's just whining people I don't wanna play with.
Why do you think I don't
want
want
to?
Why do you think I don't want to play with anyone but, the distinguished back alley gentleman when it comes to League of Legends? It's because I can't really trust people at all.
Oh, I've been supporting, going back to Battlefield 3, I've been supporting some gunner or some attack helicopters as a gunner, doing pretty damn well, or in a tank as the gunner, and they just bail on me. I don't even notice. They're capping a point, and then we're shooting at somebody, and suddenly they're gone, and there's an enemy just like slowly working their way around, putting C4 on. I don't notice it. The guys just bailed on me, and it's just, a little warning would have been nice. Thanks. I don't know.
Or,
it is
like, I
a
remember,
communication problem, though.
yeah, I was gonna say also, I remember in Battlefield 2, right? It's like, it's so hard to like type what you're trying to do and then still do stuff. And like, I remember being in a chopper where I was in the gunner seat, and then it's like, we're flying, and then all of a sudden, start to
dip a little.
And I'm like, okay,
nose up.
They're sitting there, They're like, hey buddy, what's going on? And then of course it goes, like, why? No one was shooting at us. Why did you jump out of the helicopter? I hate you. Like, those parts, like, I hate. Like, obviously, if the thing is getting lit the crap up by everything, yeah, bail. I'm not gonna get mad at you. It's my fault for staying in it. But we were doing just fine. But this guy was just like, nope, don't want to be here anymore. Woo!
Pops the collar. Jumps up to play.
Sure is hot in this this helicopter. I
think I need some air.
Yeah, the army doesn't.
I'm gonna get some air
for good air conditioning in these choppers. So Hey, buddy. Goodbye.
What's that parachute over there?
Huh. Whatever. I have a minigun all the way down. Like
It's a good
Doyle.
day. Doyle rules.
No one's gonna get that. No one is going to get that. I hate how old I am. I hate that. I didn't think I would, but I actually do.
Well, come on. Somebody that watches somewhere is bound to understand that, and they'll put a comment sometime in 30 years.
Omni
when they finally
DbagOmni.
get around to watching this as an old man. Oh, let's go back to the old times. Let's see what people used to do on the YouTube before everything became virtual.
But yeah. So Borderlands 2 comes out in 4 days. Do you think we can finish the game? Do you think that's possible?
Oh, it's possible.
You think we're gonna
do it? But it's possible.
And once again, I will wait for Borderlands 2 to go on sale and have my secret video game sugar daddy buy me the game. Ho ho ho! Right? You know who you are. He's also the host of the show.
When Borderlands 3 is gonna come out.
But I'll have you know, I've worked so much. I can afford my own games like a big boy now.
I'm so proud.
I just don't want to buy anything.
Yeah, I pre-ordered Borderlands 2 a while ago. I don't know though. I've seen a lot of the trailers I've seen, like the cell shading that they've done on it, as compared to the cell shading that they've done on Borderlands 1. The outlines of it really pop out, and I haven't decided if I like it or if I find it a little too distracting.
I feel like it's gonna probably cause me to go get motion sickness because
it's very bold. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'll figure it out when I'm actually playing. It's hard to watch even a trailer of like first-person shooter without getting a little, dizzy just because you're not the one playing.
Excuse me.
Little beatboxing.
Sorry, yeah, Rockstar beatboxing. Carbonation burps.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Is that it? Are we wrapping this up? Cause
No way, man. I have plenty of stuff to mention. That was just the games that I played.
okay, good. Cause I'm running dry. I know I made that comment before the show started about having millions of things to talk about, but it's a farce.
Okay, here's something to think about. It's not a game actually, but it's a game actually, but it relates to games and to history and to what we mentioned during the first show. About Nintendo Power. Have you heard about Nintendo Power recently? I mean,
No,
this was going to be something I was going to mention like almost immediately after our last show.
Like, are they going to revamp the magazine? Are they going to bring back Nintendo Power?
No, it's been. They're stopping it.
Whoa, oh wait, they're stopping it?
Yeah, Nintendo has decided not to renew their license for future publishing of Nintendo Power. Like
I knew it.
It's been out. They Nintendo Power, electronic gaming, all those GamePro. Those things are still relatively still coming out, but Nintendo decided they're not doing it anymore.
So that's for forever, for all time. No more Nintendo Power magazine.
Well, the thing is, everything is so readily available online that by the time you even get Nintendo Power, it's already obsolete. All the information you can get is already online. Any walkthrough you want to get is online. The only thing Nintendo Power would be bringing is, the ability to flip pages, which on its own is sometimes something that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you can just play video games in the bathroom anymore, you don't have to read magazines.
Unless you need that special extra toilet paper.
Nah.
It doesn't grip too well.
Just use your stylus.
Just
so gross. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I apologize to everyone. I have terrible humor.
That's pretty bad. That's the red thermometer.
Yeah.
I want the blue one.
Oh man. So yeah.
Were you ever a fan of Persona 4? Did you ever get into that kind of thing?
Am I a fan? I love Persona 4. Like, I even watched the anime.
I actually like the anime a lot.
I love the anime. That King's Cup episode.
Then I ask you, Do you
What?
know anything about Persona 4 Arena? That's already out.
Yes, I do know that it is not going to have a strong competitive following. It's going to be one of those we we call them weeaboo fighters. So kind of like Melty Blood, and I
Highly
don't.
stylized, but also highly focused.
Yeah, I don't think it'll receive the same competitive hype as like your Guilty Gear or your Blaze Blue, Blaze Blue, whatever you want to call it.
What is the blue?
Like
Or
when
Skullgirls.
yeah, or Skullgirls, like the well, even then, I don't think Skullgirls really took off competitively. I know there's a competitive following. I just don't think it's going to be as big as the other ones were.
It
Um,
makes me kind of sad, just like Darkstalkers 3. If you ever played that one, it's
yeah,
super stylized. I really like the gameplay of it, but it's never gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those things like 5, 10 years from now, people will be like, "What's this game? Oh, that looks kind of
right,
cool." But only your cousin's gonna have it to play.
right. So yeah, I mean, it's
But
unfortunate. I would want I would want P4 to go big,
well,
but it's not.
this thing is just I didn't even know about it until I saw it like a review of it on the Game Station. I was like,
Really?
Persona 4 Arena, it's a fighting game now. Yeah, I need it. I didn't get it yet, but at some point I need to. I may
Mm.
not play, I may not play. It'll add it to my collection of games that I haven't played. Ever since I started making money, that's been skyrocketing, and it's a problem. Like, I could live in a mansion with all the money I've spent on games. It's very sad. It's you have the crystal. I'll bring the games. Let's see what else. A couple of mentionables of massively multiplayer games. Guild Wars 2 out. Still debating on whether or not I want to get it.
Hmm.
Like I don't really know that I don't know that many people that play it, but it seems like a huge step up in the MMO world.
Okay.
Especially since you only really have to, just like Guild Wars 1, you only have to pay for it once, and then you get to
Hmm.
play it online.
Right. It's not
And
Guild Wars 2, is it?
in fact, since I said Guild Wars 2,
I know. Come on, man. I'm out of it. I'm. Can we cut that? No, it's okay. Leave it in.
no.
Leave it in. Let everyone know how stupid Omni really is.
Oh, he's a little tired. Was a little sick recently.
It happens.
The energy's still coming back. But,
Good.
yeah, I
Good.
just figured that deserved, just because how all the hype and all the crap, it deserved an honorable mention. That it seems like an interesting game to play. There's an ant crawling on my arm right now that's about to die.
How?
That was relevant to the world. You guys had to know
I'm
that.
glad I'm not the only one. Thank you, Mr. Boo, for coming up with that. That was brilliant.
It was distracting. But another one that I'm really excited about is called Firefall. I don't know if I ever mentioned it on the show or even to you.
I think you did because I don't hear too many things called Firefall. I think it was just in passing in the past couple episodes sometime. One of those indie games.
Kind of it. It's a third-person shooter MMO that I
Okay.
think it's either I think it's been developing in Australia. At least like there's Australian voice actors that are doing it. That I love the Aussie accent, so that's an immediate plus. But it's futuristic. Kind of looks like if they made StarCraft a third-person MMO. It kind of looks like
Okay.
that, or third-person shooter MMO. I should emphasize since most MMOs are third-person.
Right.
But it looks pretty exciting. It's pretty much all I can say about it at this point. I mean, it's in beta right now, and I guess I could mention that like Mech Warrior Online is also in beta,
Uh-huh.
and they're doing the same thing that Firefall's doing with the Founders Pack.
Right.
So you can buy these specific packs that give you in-game perks and in-game money that would otherwise be paid for in cash that you can, microtransaction type of thing.
Right.
That which makes me think that I'm pretty sure that Firefall is going to be free to play with microtransactions.
Right.
But you can get the Founders Pack, and not only will you get stuff when the game is out and while through beta, but you also get priority access to the beta, so you can play even right now. I'm pretty sure. I haven't done that because I'm saving money for China. However well that's gonna work.
It's true. Like I myself am saving money for Chicago.
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 Bring me back a deep dish. Just drop it from the plane when you're over California.
As I ghost ride my my airplane. Boo! No, it's
drop it through the landing gear. Air Force One style.
I'll tell you what. I will eat a deep dish
Air
for
Force
you.
One. Con Air style. Con Air style. Just drop it from the landing gear.
Why does it have to be Dave Chappelle, man? And why do we have to make another movie reference that no one's gonna get? No one ever saw Con Air, except for you and me. We're the only two. Forever.
If anybody has anything to say about having watched it or not, put it in the comments. Let us know that you've seen it before, so we can continue putting these references up, even though we'll do it anyway.
However bad or good they are.
Air? We should get money for every time somebody buys Con Air or rents it, just to see what the hell we're talking about.
It's certainly a different way of monetization.
Why
monetization.
Why not?
God, I can't even form coherent English words right now.
Sure you can. We understand what you're saying. It's coherent, just not clear.
What? Oh yeah, it's coherent. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Omni does not know jack shit.
Omni is currently not all that Omni.
More like Omni, am I right, guys? Oh god, another bad. Like, my girlfriend's gonna watch this and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm dating a complete jackass."
Has she seen the other episodes?
No.
She should get on that. Maybe not the first one. The first one is just me talking, basically. Which is sad because you had some pretty good lines in there.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, stroke the ego more. Yes. No,
I don't want to get shot in the face.
That's true. No, she was a little bit before the show, actually. Obviously, I was on the phone with her and she's like, "What, you do a YouTube show?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's so big. It's so huge.
Of viewers.
You should have actually known me from watching." No, I actually didn't make any.
You mean you don't know who I am?
I'm trying to.
Such a relief.
For the purposes of promoting the show, I'm trying to promote the show. But at the same time, I don't want people that know me to watch it because, God, I feel so self-conscious.
I totally understand what you mean.
Right, thank you.
I mentioned it as just something like I was thinking about doing to like clients and stuff, and to coworkers. We're just like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this, and just as a change of pace. And then like, I don't know, I didn't think they would do this, but they're like, oh really? Are you starting it now, or do you have it? When's it gonna be? You should really tell me. You should totally tell me when it's gonna be or where it's gonna be. I don't think anybody's ever actually watched it, but I'm getting more nervous by the second that somebody's gonna watch it, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me fired.
I know, right? Like, oh man, it's so bad. Like, I know those guys. If they'd watched the other ones, I'm sure they will give me crap about it when they get to see me in December. It's already bad enough that I still do the bad habit from Grind It Out, the Grind It Out podcast, where I say and like every 2 damn seconds. I'm trying so hard to not ever do that, but it's so hard. Well, it's really hard.
We have enough unprofessional tangents that go on that I think we can get away with saying things like that from time to time. We're not exactly a highly paid, highly esteemed. Well, okay, we're highly esteemed.
Of course.
We're super professional.
We're just not sponsored, and our backup money is running out really quick. So, give me money and I'll block out this can or unblock this can. even though you saw me drink it in the entire
Yeah,
episode.
it's really tough to do a show.
What else do I got? No, that's it. That's it.
For those of you
Lock.
who were wondering what that high pitched sound was, we almost lost everything. We almost lost everything because the rabbit is striking again,
Grab the.
trying to eat some wires that really don't want to be eaten right now.
Like they have their own interior monologue. No, it's the rabbit again.
No,
Please don't
the
eat me.
podcast will end if you bite through this one, this exact one that you're sniffing. How did you know? That is the extent of his wrath that I'm
Just
sitting in his chair.
Bastard and turn them into tacos.
No, no,
Yeah.
no bunny tacos. You're in Hawaii. Fish tacos, damn you. That's all you get. Fish tacos.
What? You gotta be kidding
Maybe
me.
some Korean
Dude,
bulgogi tacos, but that's about
Hey,
it.
Hawaii has some pretty good beef though, dude. Like pretty good beef.
Well, maybe I have a beef with them. They're gonna eat some my bunny taco.
But
That sounds horrible.
that's so terribly perverted and dirty.
Well,
We're gonna move on.
Move on. So, there's a couple more games that I feel need an honorable mention before I'm done talking about my mini general stuff.
Okay.
And honestly, I haven't really checked out the news or any kind of games this past week, except one that is going to be on the mention list. So, next time I'll probably have more old stuff to talk about that anybody who keeps up with this kind of stuff is be like, I already knew that. I knew that for weeks, man. Anyways, so Natural Selection 2 is another game that I mentioned in a previous episode, which is a first-person shooter / real-time strategy, where it's two teams. One of them, I don't know if it's going to extend further when it's actually out, but it's two teams. One of them's human, and the other is like this kind of Zerg type enemy, or not. I don't want to say enemy because the other team is that person. And then each team has a commander unit, or a person that decides to be the commander, and they can stop being the commander at any point and join the action.
Right.
And the commander gets like a top-down real-time strategy view and can build stuff and research stuff, and then send like ammo and stuff directly to the front lines to the soldiers that are fighting.
Right.
And the soldiers can go back to certain like depots and upgrade their weapons once they're researched, and go in and vehicle, I think a couple vehicles and stuff. And then on the other side, the alien menace, they have like unique abilities, and it just got really dark where you are. I see.
Did it?
Oh yeah, your screen darkened, and you became like the Shadow Man for just a second.
Wait, let me try that again then. Now?
Yeah. Well, you can see yourself in the Skype thing.
No, I can't, because that's because I alt tab to D3.
Oh.
So that's why.
Oh, something else is going on.
Well, also like my camera tries to, I guess, auto adjust
No,
lights.
this
so
wasn't an auto adjust. This was like your face stopped being shiny. Just.
My face is not shiny. They're accents on the cheeks. Okay, stop being. You're gonna make me self-conscious about my cheeks.
I'm sorry. You have very beautiful cheeks.
Shut up.
But anyways, so the alien side has like all these unique abilities, like climbing on walls and being able to see easier.
I'm sorry. Did you just say climbing on walls?
No, actually, in fact, I said climbing on walls. Get your fob talk right.
Climbing on the wall.
Hey, I'm tired too. Damn it! I get to play that card. But climbing on walls, being able to see it at night, or at night, it's in space. In the dark, easier. Being able to fly, that kind of stuff.
Right.
But
right.
Yeah, really exciting, really fun idea. I never played Natural Selection 1, so I don't know if that was like the same idea. But Natural Selection 2 looks like a lot of fun. And what the reason I'm mentioning it is because it came on pre-sale on Steam.
Mhm.
Like I always get really excited when a game I'm waiting for gets on Steam, just because getting a game on Steam is just so convenient to play through. For me, anyways. And my final mentioning of honorable mention of games that look really exciting. This one I recently put on my wish list. I haven't bought it yet, but I probably will, just because it looks like a lot of fun. By I think the same makers as Super Meat Boy, or at least the same type of gameplay. I think it's the same makers. It's called a game called They Bleed Pixels. Which for those of you, all us watching, who haven't seen it yet or seen the trailers or anything, it's a pixelated game, 2D with a parallax option, which is just background stuff, where it's a highly Cthulhu based story. What it seems like this little girl is going to this library in a school or something, where this devious hidden character enchants this book with its blood and starts a ritual. And eventually you're in this library, the girl's in the library and gets the book, and she basically morphs into some creature right out of like Cthulhu. Her skin turns purple and she gets these like claws, which seem really cool. And then throughout the game, it's a platformer game, kind of like Super Meat Boy, where you're jumping around avoiding dangerous things, but at the same time these claws are used to basically beat the shit out of things. And the fighting style is very simplistic. You basically just have jump and attack, but depending on the combination in which you do it, or the certain timing in which you do it, like you have a whole slew of different kind of combos that you can fire out. And then there's a lot of not background stuff. There's a lot of stage stuff that you can use to your advantage. Like there's always spikes on the wall and stuff like that you can kick the enemy into, and that does bonus damage and gives you bonus points and stuff. And it has a very interesting checkpoint system, where it's not like you get to a certain point and it's checkpoint. You get a checkpoint by getting a certain amount of points through combos and through item collectibles in the stage that fills this meter at the top of the screen. As soon as that meter's full, as soon as you stop moving for a second, you get a checkpoint and your health your health comes back. So whenever you die, you get back to that checkpoint, and that's whenever you stop. It's not in a specific location, but it's very stylized, and I love Cthulhu lore, even if I haven't read a whole lot of it. Just the whole dark fantasy kind of idea behind it, culty stuff. I don't know. It's exciting to me, and I'm excited for it. I'm glad that games like that are coming out still. A lot of fun. Very bloody though, very gory. That's part of the fun.
Is it now?
It is.
Do you love seeing that gore?
I do love seeing that gore, especially when it's like a cute little demon girl that's doing it. But that's my last honorable mention for video games.
Okay.
One of my coworkers recently posted something that she thought I would be interested in. And I'll put the link up on the YouTube page when that comes up. But I'll give you the link now, which it's not going to really relate to you. It's very local. But in a kind of summary, it's basically, I don't know if it's voluntary or a job opportunity.
Okay.
But there's a video game museum opening up in Oakland, and they're looking for, I think that you pronounce it docent, which is basically going to be a guide, a knowledgeable guide, excuse me, that can lead tour groups and explain like the various things of video game history, which I thought was really cool, and it might pertain to somebody who's watching out there. But yeah, Oakland, California, for those who are in the area. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description that will be below when pretty much anybody's watching down there. Down there.
Okay. How interesting then. I'd actually do that if I was back in California.
Yeah, it sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. We are a video game museum. We require docents to staff the museum during open hours. Responsibilities include opening, closing, and explaining video game history to the public. We also need pro gaming teachers for our free classes. Oh man, I would do that. Oh, that'd be so great. Like, you don't have what it takes. You don't got it, kid. Go home. Casual.
Turn it into
fired.
turn it into like the next UFC reality show.
No, it's true though, man. Like, man, you want to be
Ultimate
a
gaming championship.
man. You want to be a pro gamer, man. You talk about you want to be top 2% of a worldwide thing. Man, that's pretty hard. You need to put in some hours. You want to be that.
Here's
You don't.
here's the history of shit kicking that came before you, little boy.
Yeah, and it's all found on YouTube.
See this Nintendo here? See this Amiga?
Oh,
A lot of hours went into this.
it's terrible.
See this Donkey Kong arcade machine that after a certain level crashes.
Terrible. You're like, you need to blow on that.
Blow on that cartridge.
You blow on that cartridge, damn it.
And once the liquid from your breath rusts that cartridge, you go out and you buy another one. you get some 3-in-1 and you get that rust off and you keep playing.
Terrible.
But no, I just thought it would be another good to mention thing that just landed in my lap. And there it is. There it is for the viewing public. Whoever wants to be a docent and be like, back in my day.
Oh, it's so awful.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I want somebody. Oh, here he is again. Here he is again.
Oh, grab him, quick.
I'm trying to get him in such a way that he won't chew on any of the wires that are out here. But here's the bunny. Hello.
Fat bastard. All fluff.
Now I'm like terrifying him by holding him, especially
Why?
from this angle. Well, he hates to be held.
Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't be looking at the frickin' wires. Taco.
There's a reason his butt is facing your head.
It's all good. You're gonna like dark meat. Ah, man. Okay. So what else you got for me, Mr. Boo?
Oh, that's for my general news and crap for now. That's about it. I mean, other than being really excited for Borderlands 2, even though, as previously mentioned, we never finished our final playthrough of Borderlands 1. Can't really think of anything right now. I feel like I am skipping something though. I feel like there was something I wanted to mention, and it's eluding me.
Is it now?
It is elusive.
We can just mention it in the next show in 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. As time goes on, the time between shows is getting like more. I know this is only like technically the 4th show, the 2.5.
was that to remind us or them?
2.5. Both.
Gotcha.
So the next one might not be for like a half a year, and then a
Oh,
couple
no.
years, and then 10 years.
Don't say it like that.
When we're robots. Well, when we're robots, we could do it like every 5 seconds, and it'll be an update to all the other robots listening.
Beep boop. Here's the show.
Doop bap doop. That's my code name.
It's okay since we're at the end of the show now. I think that was also because of the 3 pounds of weed. So
Feeling a little hungry.
I am actually a little bit hungry, but I was hungry before the show started, so I'm like a hunger hipster. I keep throwing that term around. I hate that. I hate hipsters. No offense to anyone who's a hipster that watches the show,
or considers
but I
himself
hate
a
you.
hipster, we should say.
Like, do me a favor. No one likes fedoras. Wear glasses if you need to see. And no one cares about your power iMac at fucking Starbucks. Okay? No one's gonna read your script because it's too indie for anyone to read it or understand. Yes, you probably make note of 2 authors. It's not that 2 authors that we maybe never have heard of. It's 2 authors we don't care about. Alright? So, I'm not bitter. I don't hold a grudge. But you guys suck.
I would almost...
Also shower. Shower, please. Like, as a
like you say that with this, like, cowlick you got going on. Please shower.
I was, I was gonna expand upon that. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm
as
sorry.
a
Go ahead.
geeky gamer nerd who doesn't shower all too often, even though I shower every day, you just happen to catch me on a day where I took a nap face down, and that's how this happens. Take a shower, wash up. All right,
Only one of us can smell at a time,
right?
and it's
Like,
gonna be me.
it's not that. It's just if I'm going to be blamed for being a stinky gamer nerd, I don't want to be lumped in with stinky hipsters. Just, this is
We
our
need the
club.
distinction, people. We need the
Go,
distinction.
go away. All right.
We need our separate cliques.
2012. No one fucking plays Nintendo anymore. I'm glad you got one at Goodwill for $5. I'm glad it works. We don't want to hear about the ending of Mario. We already went to that castle. We found the princess. We won.
With
I
that
hate
being said, I may or may not mention Nintendo again sometime in this podcast. Are you calling me a hipster, sir?
it. Maybe.
Honestly, I don't know if it would be untrue. I don't have a fedora. Although I did take a shower today.
It's true, but you do mention way too many indie games.
I like those games. I mean, admittedly, some of them seem like they're a little too pretentious. But
Like,
sometimes like that's the only place you can get a little bit of originality as you go to just poke you in the eye.
you have to wade through the pretentiousness.
Lucky I didn't mention the
And
indie real-time strategy game that I recently saw mentioned that's supposed to rival StarCraft. I'm not gonna say anything about that one.
all right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching. No, but
Well, this is shameless plug-in time.
and by the way, if you are a hipster and you were somehow butt-natted by my rant about you guys, don't feel bad. I hate the majority of people that play video games too.
It's true. He constantly tells me that he hates me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I hate Mr. Boo. Hate you. But as you can tell, I'm clearly distracted because we have one of our distinguished back alley gentlemen. He's an honorary member. I wouldn't say he's part of the squad. But his name is Baron. And he's not texting me. He's messaging me. League of Legends.
I text with the keyboard now, a full one, not that little pansy shit you got on your phone.
Phone keyboards are too mainstream. I can imagine that. Some asshole with a sleeve tattoo, a fedora, and a vest plugs a full mechanical keyboard into his phone because he hates the way I would kill you.
Well, it's like those, they have docks like that, don't they? You put your, like, I whatever in it, and there's this, like, keyboard that folds out.
I hate those people
good
too.
for transcriptionists.
Even worse are the people who just write in a little black journal. It's not the fucking Stone Ages anymore. Just use your laptop like a normal person. Use your laptop and don't brag about it. Just don't draw attention to yourself.
I still haven't gotten my laptop back. I need to ask for that soon.
You should. Especially if she's not going to be on the show. Not bitter.
Not bitter.
Not bitter. Head and shoulders.
At least she outright said that she's not going to be on the show anymore, unlike like other people. They're like, yeah, I'll be there. I can't do cricket very well.
It's all good. Cricket chirp. Cricket chirp. That's mine.
Chirp chirp. But anyways, do you have anything coming up that you'd like to, other than the tournament stuff, that you'd like to mention or re-mention?
No. I can re-mention it, I guess. Hex. It's a con out here in Honolulu, Hawaii. It's October 19th to the 21st, featuring Nobuo Uematsu and the Black Mages. League of Legends tournament going on there. You know, general con stuff. I dress up as Waka. I know I'm gonna have to beat up some fat yaoi fangirl that has a yaoi paddle.
I gotta see pictures of that though. We gotta have pictures. At least I need to see it. It doesn't necessarily be for the show, but
You want to see me throw a soccer ball at fat girls? That's not that's not very nice.
oh, I need to see. I need to see Omni Waka
Um,
D-Bag.
oh, okay. Okay, that I can do. That I can do, assuming I can get it all put together soon. I'm not the great at costume design, and I might need extensions for the hair. I'm not too thrilled about dyeing
It's
it, but I
really
guess
just like a mini extension for just the top, isn't it?
yeah, the little curl that goes right here. But I'm not really too thrilled about dyeing it. I don't really like doing anything extreme with my hair. But
You can get a Waka wig.
really,
Or you could make one. You could be super like stylish and make it out of pipe cleaners, orange pipe cleaners.
no,
I'm done.
no, I can't. No, I cannot. Sorry. After that, just thanking everyone who accidentally stumbles upon this video or who actually outright watches it. Thank you for your support. You know, keep tuning in. We, like I said, week after week, our goal is just to entertain you because obviously this is all voluntary.
Or month after month, depending. Well, that is one thing I wanted to mention.
Way to ruin my very heartfelt and legitimate outreach to our viewers.
Well, it is something I did want to mention though, that in previous shows I did say that I wanted to make it like a weekly thing, but in realization of reality, and our aforementioned schedule issues, it's likely not going to be, very likely not going to be weekly.
Well, I can make this promise as often as possible. All right, like even if it's just me and Mr. Boo forever, right? We will get shows out.
What else do you need? What else? Look at this face, huh? Huh?
Look at this hair.
Yeah, look at them cheeks. Them cheeks.
Shut up,
Killer.
dude. So anyway, if I'm a little bit muffled, it's because Mr. Boo's an asshole.
See, I don't understand. He just hates me. I don't. All the time.
You're making me self-conscious about my cheeks. It's not very nice of you. It's supposed to be a D-bag, not a D-wuss.
Hey, gentlemen's have cheeks too.
Yeah, and gentlemen don't talk about other gentlemen's cheeks. It's not very gentlemanly.
I'm not a gentleman.
Dickbag.
That's fine.
No, you're right. You're a D-bag. I hate you. So,
I'm okay with that,
but anyway, like I was saying, thanking the fans. You know, we joke around saying all 28 million of you, but we actually appreciate every single view or every little comment that we get. And if there's anything we can do to improve, whether it's staying on topic or different topics you want us to address or look into, let us know. Down below. That's not a sex joke. That's in the comment box of YouTube.
I wasn't. I was.
No, you were gonna go there.
It was the way that you said "bro." That's what I was caught on.
Okay, good.
Bro.
So definitely let us know, and we will try our absolute best to increase the production value and popularity of the show. And until next time,
I would love
all
to
I
increase the production value of the show. At one point, I'm going to have a green screen. It's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm not even just in space.
Please tell your friends, spread this video so we can get rid of this, bless your heart, Mr.
Highly
Boo,
stylish.
versus sign. It was really creative, but holy crap, do I feel like we can do just a smidge better. And I feel like money helps.
Like, you don't think that the 10 minutes that I spent on this was a lot of work?
I think you had better time to do elsewhere. At least it's not like we're using the 4-person show panel and it's just 2 of them blanked out.
I could. Yeah, that was I didn't expect to have to do that. It was a little last minute problem.
But I feel like we should, as both an homage to those who were here with us and to make fun of them for not being here with us.
We could do that for a moment if you'd like to do that for a moment.
No, then no.
Bastards don't deserve it.
So yes, I know it's a very long-winded thing, and that's what I'm known for. But that's all I got to say for right now. But thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you, and you guys. Well, since it's just there's actually a third person watching. For the person that's watching right now, whoever you are in time and space, this is the end of our show. We will upload it to YouTube at the channel Utterly Mr. Boo, same as the Twitch channel, which is live right now. Utterly Mr. Boo. So those of you who are watching this on YouTube and want to catch it live, that is the Twitch channel. And
actually, I hate to interrupt you. If you are afraid of posting a YouTube comment, that's okay. I'm sure Mr. Boo here has an email address where you can discreetly email us anything you'd like, even if it's like, I hope you die and go to hell.
He hates me so much. I just don't understand. It's so much hate.
That was not direct. All right. If you want, I can direct whatever you want to you.
No, that's perfect. That's fine. Well, yeah, we'll see how that works. If anything, you can message me on privately on my YouTube channel, and that'll go straight to my email too. So
that's true.
But yeah, just like on the screen just above my head, Utterly Mr. Boo. That's where you're gonna find it on YouTube, and at Twitter, it's gonna be the same. And if you want to know exactly when things are gonna happen, that'll also be on our end splash page. So thanks for watching, and that one viewer that just left.
And also owned TV.tv/Omni.
Oh yeah, for the StarCraft stuff.
I think I'm actually going to stream right after the show after I eat a little bit.
Oh man, I'm gonna probably end up playing more Battlefield 3.
There you go.
Or something. I'm gonna be playing something.
You're gonna be playing something.
And then watching anime and then passing out. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
That's not a bad plan.
Not a bad plan for a Friday night. Well, sorry, a Saturday morning. Now it's Saturday morning. Anyways, see y'all later. Thanks for watching.
Bye. It's a good show. Good wrap up. God, I got